Good morning. Today we are going to start section T2, the exterior angle theorem. We're going to continue with triangles, and today we're going to explore how we come up with this theorem and what this theorem is. Okay, so the exterior angle theorem. So we're going to start off with an image. Okay. Let's mix this up a little bit more. Okay. All right. So, exterior angle theorem. Okay, so here we have three interior angles. Angle 1, 2, and angle 3. Now, we also have this fourth angle right here. That's our exterior angle. Okay. So, we're going to take a look at this. Okay. So, let's give you the measure of these angles here. Okay. This will be 60 degrees. Let me change that, sorry. 40 degrees. 55 degrees. 85 degrees. Yeah, let's work with that. So 40 degrees, 55 degrees, and 85 degrees. And what did we learn in the last section? We learned about the triangle sum theorem. And the triangle sum theorem told us that these three interior angles need to add up to how much? It should add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 does in fact equal 180 degrees. Okay, now this next part is looking right here. Okay, there's two angles right here. There's this one interior angle, and then there's this one exterior angle. Okay, so let me draw it again. This is a zoomed in version of what we're looking at here. Okay, so this right here, this is what we're looking at. Angle 3 is 40 degrees, and we don't know what this is right here. Okay, now those two angles right there, they are a specific type of angle. They are specific types of angles. Okay, those two angles create a straight line. Okay, so we learned this back in the geometry sections. Angles that form straight lines are called supplementary angles. Okay, so supplementary angles tells us that this angle X plus 40 degrees equals 180 degrees. Okay. Now, again, two things are being used here. Right here, triangle sum theorem. And right here, supplementary angles. Okay. Now, you may notice something interesting here. Okay. These equations almost look very similar. They both equal 180 degrees. They both have 40 degrees. Okay. Now the only difference is right here. Okay. So, 40 degrees plus 55 plus 85 equals 180. Okay. So we know that if we add these together, we get 140 degrees plus 40 degrees equals 80 degrees. So right away, this bottom part, what does x have to be? X has to be what? Same as the above. 140 degrees. Okay? So, there is a theorem with this diagram here. Okay? So, let's come up with that theorem. Okay, so we have a similar diagram. We'll call this angle A, B, C, and D. Okay. So, let's look at this picture again and then see if we can figure out what's going on here. So, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Angle C plus angle D equals 180 degrees. That's what we did above. Okay? So, what that means is that angle A plus B is going to be equivalent to angle D. Okay? So this is the triangle sum theorem. Sorry, not the triangle sum theorem. This is the exterior angle theorem. So the exterior angle theorem tells us that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles, which are angle A and angle B. Okay, so the two interior remote are A and B. The exterior is D. Thus, giving us angle A plus angle B is going to equal the measure of angle D. Okay. Actually, let's use measurements. The measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equal the measure of angle D. That'd be better. Okay. So, let's do a couple examples. Example 1. Solve for x. Solve for x, okay? So here's our diagram. Okay. Let me make this a little bigger. Yeah, there we go. So let's call this 70 degrees. 50 degrees, x. Okay, go ahead and solve for x. Okay, you're gonna have to use a little bit of problem solving here to solve for x. Oh, go ahead, pause the video. I'll be back in 5 seconds. Alright, so first thing we know, supplementary angles. Okay, we need to solve for this angle right here. So in order to solve for that, we know that 70 degrees plus blank equals 180 degrees. Okay, we could call this y. Okay, subtract 70 degrees, y equals 110 degrees. So we found this missing angle here. Now, we know the two remote interior angles. This is step 1, we did. Step 2, the two remote interior angles, x plus 50 degrees, has to equal that exterior angle. Okay, so all we have to do here, subtract 50 degrees, x equals 60 degrees. That's it. Okay, so all you need to know is the two remote interior angles add up to equal the exterior angle. Okay, make sure, ask me questions, send me emails, ask me on Google Classroom. I've been getting a lot of great questions. Make sure to get to me.